Extrude command. Extrude, it is used to create 3D model from 2D sketch. Here you can see I have few 2D objects. This object we can convert to 3D using extrude command. Very useful command, frequently using command. But one condition, if you want to convert to solid object, you have to close the object properly like this. See here in this rectangle, it is closed object. This circle also, it is closed object. But you can see here, these rectangles are made single lines. So this kind of object you cannot convert to extrude as a solid object. If you convert this one, you will get it as surface object. I will tell you. First, I just go to extrude command and I select this rectangle and simply enter, and which direction you want to extrude, just place it that direction and give the value. I just make it 150, enter. Now the 3D object is ready. If you need to change the visual style, go to realistic, you will get it realistic look. Go back to 2D wireframe, and this one we converted very easily. And this object, it is made single lines. This is not a connected object, it is not a closed object. Now I just go to extrude. If I select any lines, enter, and if you extrude means it will extrude Z direction. See here, it is Z direction, it is extrude. But this is not a solid, it is surface. If you go to the realistic, you can see here it is not a solid, this is surface. It is don't have any thickness. This is solid and this one is surface. If you need surface, you can any lines. If you have any lines or without closed object, you can convert to surface. But here we are going to ask only solid. So now see here, this circle, it is closed circle. I go to the extrude and I select this circle, enter, and which direction you want, I just move to that direction, and if I click here, it is placed. So simply we converted 2D to 3D object, this one. Now we have few more options. Just go to extrude, select the object, simply enter. Here we have few options. The first one, it is direction. Select this direction and click the first point and the next point. See here, it is created extrusion. I go to extrude command again, select this object, enter. Now the second option is path. I select this path and I select this is the path. Now you can see the extrusion is created through that path. Now the next option, go to the extrude and I select this circle, enter, and here also I select path. Select this path, this is actually small spline. I select this spline. Now you can see it is passing through the spline. Now I am going to create few more sketches. I just make a small circle or rectangle. Okay, now XY plane is here, so I created like this. Now I go to the extrude command and I select this circle, enter. Here we have another one more option, it is taper angle. I select this taper angle and I give the taper angle is 15 degree, 15, enter. Now you can see if you made extrusion, depends on the extrusion, you will get it 15 degree taper. See here, this object is made with taper. So then I just make one more sketch also and go to the extrude and I select this one, enter, and here we have expression. You can use multiple type of expression. Here I just use simple expression and I just make 150, then plus 50 plus 25. So like that small simple expression I am using. So here I need to get this length to 25. Simply enter and here it is ready. So select this one. If you go to the properties, you will get it the height. It is to 25. So like that expression also you can use. And if you go to the extrude, you will get it two modes. If you go inside this mode, you will get it two mode. By default, you will get it solid mode. But if you want to make surface mode, you can select this one. You can make a surface. But by default, you can use this solid mode. But surface, when I teach you surface, that time I will teach you about the solid surface extrusion. So this is the way to create extrusion in AutoCAD 3D. Loft tool. Loft tool, it is used to create 3D model using various 2D sketches. Here you can see I made few sketches inline. These all the things I made same inline. And here also I made this one like this inline. These lines actually we don't want. Other sketches only required to create loft. But I made this line only for reference. This loft tool available inside solid. If you click here, you can get it the loft, or it is available in home tab also. If you go to the home tab, if you click here, you can see loft. Select this loft tool and which geometries you want to create as a loft. I select the first object and next object and the next object. Like that, multiple objects you can select and simply enter. Again enter. Now you can see the set of geometry, it is converted to the 3D model. This is called loft. Ctrl Z. Again go to loft tool. Select the first object, next object. Like that, all the object I selected and simply one enter, and you can see here few options. If you click here, you can get it few options. Select this ruled, so you will get it ruled, and the next option is normal to all section. See here, like that few option is there, very easiest like this. If you made any, select the options, depends on the option you will get it some changes. Okay, normally using this smooth fit, this is smooth fit, and simply enter again, it is ready. You can use any sketches. Before here I made all circle only, but here I used first one circle, this is ellipse, here it is rectangle, polygon, and again circle. This also we can convert to loft. Go to the loft and select the first one and the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one and enter. Double enter, it is ready. So this all the set of geometry, it is converted to loft. Ctrl Z. I selected one by one. I selected when I create loft. If you change the selection, you will get it different shape. I just go to loft, select the first and the second and the third. Fourth I select this object and fifth I select this object. and simply enter. Again enter. So double enter. Now you can see before we got another geometry, but when I change the selection order, now we got another geometry, another 3D model. So then this one, how to convert loft, you will see. Just go to the loft, select the first one and the next one and the next one, next one and the next one, and again, and double enter. So it is finished. So like this, fine handle is ready. So like that, you can convert any geometry to 3D model using loft command. But when you create loft, you should aware of your geometries are inline. If you have object like this, then again you just make a circle like this. If you made cycle like this, okay, now if you orbit and see, these are in same plane. It is in same plane, but this kind of object, same level, same plane. So this kind of object definitely we cannot convert it to loft. But I select this one, I just make movement in vertical. So now this object or this object you can convert to loft. I just go to the loft, select this one and select this one. Now you can make loft. Double enter, it is created. But these two objects you cannot create as loft. Select this first object and the next object, enter, it will not create. So definitely when you create loft, you need to check your object, it is possible to create loft or not. Revolve command in AutoCAD 3D. If you go to Home tab, click here, you will get it Revolve. Or if you go to the Solid, here also you will get it Revolve. Select Revolve. Revolve command, you can revolve any objects and you can convert it to 3D objects. Just go to Revolve and I select these sketches. Before selecting these sketches, you need to check your sketch is closed or not. If it is not closed, you cannot convert it to solid revolve. I select this object, enter, and here you can see few options X, Y, Z. If you select Y, you will get it revolve along with the direction. I just make it 270 degree, enter, and I go to realistic. Now you can see it is created along with this Y direction, it is revolve. I just go to Control Z. See this, only these sketches just revolve and created like this. Control Z. Go to revolve again. Select this object. Enter. You can make revolve any direction. X, Y, Z direction. Now I select X axis, and where you need to finish you can just click or you can give the degree. I just make it 45, enter. Now I go to realistic, you can see the revolve object. Based on this X axis is made revolve. Go to Control Z, go to the revolve, and here you can make your own line. I just make a small slanting line like this, and like this line I made. Depends on this line also you can make revolve. I just go to the revolve, select the object, enter. Here you have option to select object. Select this object and depends on the object it will revolve. I just make it 180 degree, enter. Now I go to realistic, you can see the revolution. I just go to Control Z again. You can make revolve in this line also. I just go to the revolve and select this object, enter. You can select the first point and the next point. If you give an 360 degree, simply enter. Now it is revolve. Now you can see it is revolve based on our selection axis. Control Z. I go to revolve again, select the object, enter, specify the first point and the next point. Now you can see it is revolved like this. If I given the value 360 degree, simply enter, it is revolved like this. Go to the realistic, you can see what we revolve. So simple object, we can revolve any direction. If you want to revolve this side also, you can revolve like this. I just go to the revolve, select this one, enter, click the first point and the next point. Now you can see it is revolved like this. I just make it 360 degrees, simply enter. Now it is revolved like this. Go to the realistic, now it is coming like this. So depends on the selection. Simple 2D objects you can create using revolve 3D model very easily, and various method and various geometry you can create various 3D models. Sweep tool in 3D modeling. If you go to modeling, here it is sweep tool, or if you go to the solid, you will get it sweep tool here. What is a sweep tool? If you have any object, that object you can make sweep through any path. I just go to the sweep tool and I select this object, enter and select the path, and now it is sweep through this object. Select here realistic or shaded edges. I just relax so you can see here it is like this. Any sketches you can sweep through the path. I go to the sweep and select this object, enter and select the path. It is sweep through this object. Here it is, this all both the size is same. Go to the sweep and select this object, enter. Here we have option scaling. I just make it scaling to, enter and select this path. Now you can see this size and this size both are different scale. Using scale factor also you can make sweep. If you go to the sweep and select the object, enter, here we have twist. I select twist, make the angle, I just make here 360, enter and select the path. Now you will get it like this twisted object. Like that, using various methods, you can sweep any objects through the path. Presspull command in AutoCAD 3D. It is very useful command in AutoCAD 3D. You can convert any 2D objects to 3D objects very easily. Same like Extrude. But this one, it is more advanced one. In Extrude command, if it is closed object only, you can convert to 3D. But here in Presspull, you can convert any type of objects. It will detect island also. I just go to the Presspull tool. You will get it Presspull inside this home tab, or go to the solid. Here also you will find Presspull. It is very useful tool in AutoCAD. I just go to the Presspull and select this geometry, or just make this island. You can select the geometry or you can select the island. I just click this inside and now you can see the Presspull is created. Now I go to the realistic view. You can see the 3D view. See here, this is normal single line. You can make this also to 3D objects. Go to the Presspull and go to this area. See here, this island detected, or this one, or this one, or you can select multiple area also. I just select this first area, and you can select this multiple, and you can select this area also. Enter, and you can make Presspull. You can give the value of height, or you can simply click like this. And here we have the small two objects. I'm going to make this one Loft. Select this one and select this one. Double enter. Now it is lofted like this. This object, if you use Presspull, I just click here, and if I made Presspull, it will come exactly the Z direction. Exactly vertically you will get it. You can see now. But if you need, when you make the Presspull, that time exactly the same direction if you need, select this one and press Ctrl and select like this. Now you will get it in the same direction. I'm just going to make a sketch. I just made a sketch like this. If you need to make this area only Presspull, just go to this Presspull and I click this portion only, and you can make Presspull like this. Any objects, if you have any objects, I just make a line, and I just make a line here. And this portion only you need to make Presspull. Just go to the Presspull and you can make Presspull like this, or go to the Presspull, press Ctrl, and you can make Presspull full. Like that, any object you can draw in 3D model, and that portion only you can make Presspull, or you can make Presspull any geometry with a closed geometry or closed geometry. Any geometry you can convert to 3D objects using Presspull. That is very useful command in AutoCAD 3D.